Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking for space. It's Owens. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Running inside. It's Owens. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. That's caught. It's Owens. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. They want to run this quarterback. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. He's got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up and they look to add to it on this drive. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The run inside. It's Payne. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
All bottled up, and now the ball is free. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Great place to start for this offense. Reed throws toward the end zone. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 20.
Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Reed. It's complete to the right. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense takes the field ready to get going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Craig. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! Quick step and go. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. At the 45 on his way. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Makes the catch. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They've picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
Inside the 30. Caught, and he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Goes to the option. Pitch to the corner. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the versatility by this tight end and the creativity by the play caller? incorporating the tight end in an option play. We've seen this position morph in the years past. Brock Bowers was a guy from Georgia that could do so many different things. And now this big fella getting involved here with the option pitch, taking it in for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Owens. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Caught behind the line. It's Craver. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in the Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Craver. Gets away from one. He's got space. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Aggies! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Keeps it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Craig. Here's a heat. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Owens. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Timeout taken by TCU, it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Reed. Throws it deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Makes it past the marker. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 14 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Tigers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do.
There he goes! Oh, what a cut! He's at the 20. Touchdown, TCU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Using his legs, it's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Reed. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Throwing Reed. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll try to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Craig. Under fire. Lets it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Pressure coming. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield, it's Craig. On target. At the 40, there he goes. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
It makes it really tough on a defense when you got a dynamic quarterback that you can roll out. You bootleg him to the right here. The defense has to now recover quickly, chase the guy out there. Oh, wait, I still got to cover wide receivers down the field. I still got to cover other guys and try to get this guy on the ground. They do a great job on this play.
Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on third down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quickly to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Craig. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. In the red area, it's Payne. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Now on the option. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
That keeps the score. Texas A&M 63, TCU.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Reed to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Going with the counter play here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. He'll try it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now on the move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Payne. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Got his man on the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Motion from the wide receiver. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
Well, that's a big completion at this point in the game, right? It's late, it's tied, and you're just trying to get the football in field goal range. Give your kicker at least an opportunity to win this thing and avoid overtime.
Got a little grass. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Aggies get it right back.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Got room to work. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.